Hey, everybody, what is going on? Serial Overdrive here, and today we're playing Entropia Universe. What we're talking about today is the fact that Arkadia Moon Deeds are about to become sellable. Or depending on when I release this video, maybe Arkadia Moon Deeds are already up for sale. So yeah, this is really big news, and what the news is that Arkadia Moon Deeds have sold out. All Arkadia Moon Deeds have been sold by, I guess it would be Arcadia, the planet that's selling them, right? So they've officially run out of Arkadia Moon Deeds, which means now, with the next update, players, and it might be this update that we're looking at right down here in the screen, it means that now players can actually go out and sell these deeds for themselves. So those of you guys who have been holding on to Moon Deeds for the last 3 years can now finally sell those deeds. But what does this mean, right? Like, now that you know you can sell them, why is this a big deal? What are you going to be able to do? And why did I forget to wear my armor again? I'm so hyped about this. I literally keep forgetting to put my armor on. You can see I'm also hyped for Christmas. The Serial Overdrive Christmas gear is in full regalia right now. Anyways, what we're going to be talking about now is Arkadia Moon Deeds are finally up for sale. I believe that none have been sold yet. Let's go ahead and check this. Yeah, they can't be sold right now. So they're going to be sellable pretty soon. I think it's literally like November, like this month, that you're going to be able to sell them. But the question that a lot of players have is just roughly, what are these deeds going to be selling for? So let's go ahead and just take a look at the PED Flow Center here. And you guys can see right here, this is sort of what I'm pulling in for some of my shares. And here we go. This is the Moon Deed. So it looks like they recently on the 10th paid out. And then if you run down, the last time they paid out was on the 4th, okay? So if you do some sort of quick math here, they're paying out about every 6 days. It looks like here they paid out over like 4 or 5 days. Yeah, so basically the deeds are paying out maybe like 1.2 PEC a month or a week, okay? So that's roughly what the math is. And if we run these numbers, we can sort of figure out what the deeds would sell for in a sort of perfect world, or in a world where everybody's just weighing all deeds the same based on the return. So let's just pull out a handy dandy calculator here. We're going to do 0.018 times 52, which gets us, we're making about 0.93. Let's say we're making about 0.95 PEDs a year, right? So we take that number, and then we just need to figure out what that's going to be. Oh, hold on, let me kill this. And then what we're going to need to do is figure out what percentage that is, or multiply that and figure out what that's going to be. So we multiply that by, we divide that by a number, and we get the value of the deeds, right? So I took the payout, which is like, I made it 0.94. So that's what I'm assuming that they're going to pay out in a year. And then divided that by 0.08, which is like an 8% payout. And it looks like these deeds, if you run that value, are worth about 11.75 PEDs. This is way lower than what they originally sort of sold for and what they were selling for. Like, the last people to buy these deeds were buying them at about a 60 PED per deed value. And running this basic equation, I found that they're worth about 11.75 PEDs. There are some deeds that pay out literally nothing on the market that are selling for more than that. Those would be compat deeds. But the thing you've got to remember with compat deeds is there's, in my opinion, okay, this is a very hot take here about Serial Overdrive. In my opinion, the only people selling compat deeds right now are people who are selling them to friends for nostalgia reasons. Like, some people just want to own one of the deeds because it's a part of Entropia Universe history, put in your apartment, whatever. That's cool, I get it. Some people, though, are selling them because they're scammers. So what you can do is you can put these deeds up for sale in the market. You have one of your friends buy them, or you buy them yourself. You keep that market price up, and then you sell them to newbies at that market price. Because there's a lot of new players who want to buy deeds, and the cheapest deed is the one that they're going to buy. And it turns out the compat deeds are the cheapest deeds. And I don't think Arkadia Moon Deeds are going to be taking that throne. There is a potential for them to do that because there's going to be a lot more players selling them, and they're going to be selling them legitimately, whereas a lot of players would not sell compat deeds because, honestly, if you're selling compat deeds in mass right now, you're just trying to rip people off. So yeah, Arkadia Moon Deeds, that's the value I have is going to be, most people aren't going to like that, okay, because that does not take into consideration a lot of things. But for instance, let's just run the numbers on Calypso land deeds, right? Because those are a fairly high priced one. So the higher the price, like, the more they're going to pay out just percentage wise. So let's just take this number that I'm getting, let's say 87. Let's divide that by 20. got a 4.35 PED payout. Let's assume that that payout holds standard for 52 weeks. It's not going to. I can guarantee you that. It's not going to, right? But let's just multiply that by 52. So that's 226. That's roughly what they're paying according to this. So we take that, we divide it by 2,500 PDs, and you see the Calypso land deeds are paying out about 0.9%. So when I said 0.8%, I was being pretty generous because what you're going to find is that these lower price deeds, they're going to, well, actually, I wasn't being generous enough, I guess, because if Calypso land deeds are paying out 0.09, something that's priced way lower should be paying out more, like percentage-wise, or less percentage-wise because it's cheaper. Yeah, so I was right. Okay, I was right. So yeah, our value sort of stands there, right? Because generally the lower something is, the lower percentage-wise the dividends are going to be because there's a greater number of people who are willing to put that money in. A $200 deed, a lot of people just don't want to buy because of that price on it, but a $2 deed, a lot of people will jump in on. So a $2 deed usually is not going to pay out more percentage-wise than a $2,000 deed or $200 deed. That's just sort of economics and how people think, okay? So the value I gave it 0.08, that's pretty fair. I'd say if anything, that's a little bit, you might be able to get into like 0.07. So let's do that. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. Let's see people are willing to buy this for a 6% return, okay? So now the deed's worth about 15.66 PEDs, which, that's fair. You can buy some other deeds for less, but the thing with Arcadia Moon is it does have some potential, right? Something like Crystal Palace, something like Calypso, something like Arcadia Underground, it's sort of set in stone. Like the users that it has are the users that it has. As Entropia Universe, the interest in it grows and wanes, those deed payouts are going to go up and down based on that. But generally what you're not going to find is a lot of new players going to these areas because we all sort of know what they are and we're just happy with it. Whereas Arcadia Moon development, supposedly at least, continues. So there is something that you got to factor in for the fact that, it could pop off and all of a sudden it's going to be paying out way more. So let's say that we're willing to go down to maybe something like 0.04%, which I think is probably under what someone should be paying for the dividends you get, but 0.04%, okay? At this point, we have the deeds valued at 23.5 PEDs. So that, I think that's the fairest market value that we can give it, 23.5 PEDs. I wasn't watching my health there and it just died. But yeah, that's very low compared to the fact that some people bought this at 60 PEDs. Most likely there's going to be enough people buying and selling. There's going to be a lot of new people who want to get into it because previously the only way to get these deeds was to deposit. So there's a lot of non-depositors, people who aren't putting money into the game. They're playing for free. They're going to be looking to get Arcadia Moon Deeds for whatever reason. Maybe they love Arcadia Moon. So probably what's going to happen is you're going to have a little bit of a evaluation there just because people are looking to get into it. So I could see these deeds going for over 30 PEDs, but just sort of running the numbers and trying to be as sort of fair and unbiased as possible. The value I can see them going for fairly is 23 to 25 PEDs, probably lower than that. So yeah, if you're not quite getting what you're hoping for, just don't be surprised. I figured I put this video out to talk about it. Overall, I do like the potential of Arcadia Moon. I think it's got some great potential, but you've also got places like Ancient Greece. And Ancient Greece is another instance of Arcadia Moon where you've got these deeds that were put out. There are too many of those deeds for the payouts. The payouts are pretty low. And what you can see with Ancient Greece is the value's generally dropped. It's lost about 25% of its initial value just over 6 months. And people are still hoping that new stuff's going to come out. There's some hopefulness in that. And that's still there's people that are, they're looking for that growth there with Arcadia, with Ancient Greece. A lot of people really do like developers there. So I think you can expect at least something similar with Arcadia Moon, a 25% drop off that initial price. And that's not going to take it to the value that we got. I could definitely see it dropping more than that. It's one of those things that's really going to be interesting to see because I hope it goes well. I hope that everybody's happy with the price that they get for their deeds. But I think there's going to be a lot of people that come looking at this video and they're going to be disappointed with the price that I gave it. But that's, I ran the numbers. I saw what it came out to, and that's what I think they're going to end up selling for. But the good news is that they're now tradable, which means it's going to be run by the players. The players are going to dictate how much these are worth. It's no longer up to MindArc. It's no longer up to Arcadia. The price is not set in stone. It's not something that's just going to be untradeable forever. People know that, hey, now they can actually go ahead and sell these deeds, get some PDs for them. And I think that's good. It opens them back up to the market, and hopefully everybody's going to be happy with what they get. I think there's going to be some people that bought in the last couple of months that are going to be very disappointed because they bought in thinking these deeds were going to be worth 40, 50, 60 PEDs on release to auction. And I think they're going to be pretty disappointed with the price that they're actually going to get. But that's sort of the nature of this, right? It's a very speculative investment still, and there's still the speculation. There's still the chance that MindArc or Arcadia or whoever could pull something out of the hat that just makes this place super, valuable, right? Like, if Arkadia Moon starts dropping a limited type of armor that everybody wants, or if there's a new mob there that loots really good, or just new quests that involve Arkadia Moon, I can see a lot more people going there, right? Like, they do have a cohesive storyline there, and there's a lot of potential for some really cool stuff to happen. So just keep your eye on Arkadia Moon, even if you're not interested in the deeds, because I think in the future we're gonna be going there a lot more because there's gonna be some cool stuff. But yeah, I guess I just wanted to put this video out, let you guys know that Arkadia Moon Deeds are going to be sellable soon. And that's a good thing, right? That means that all deeds out there right now are sellable, and it's the first time in 3 years that that's been a reality. So it's something you should be excited about. Since Arkadia Moon, like Calypso Palace deeds have been released, Ancient Greece deeds have been released. So there's been a few releases since then. It's good to see those early investors are at least finally getting to have their piece with it. There's a lot of players that are actually going to be coming back to Entropia Universe just to sell their Ancient Greece deeds. I know of at least a few players who quit the game over this, and the fact that they can finally sell out is sort of a relief to them. So I'm definitely happy to hear from them again, and they're like, finally, I can get out of this and be done. So I mean, that's good too, because it means that we're going to have a little bit more, I don't know. It means that the PEDs are going to be coming back into the economy. They'll be leaving it. Like, they're not just going to be sitting in an account. Like, we're going to hopefully see some of those players saying that they were going to leave, coming back, seeing that the deeds are, they were still giving them a few PEDs, a few PECs. Hopefully they're going to start using those, maybe find some good results, and they'll stick with the game. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be an exciting couple months here just to see what happens. And then, there's always the Christmas gifts and the Christmas stuff that's going to be coming up. I'm hoping for Christmas Mayhem we're going to see some really cool stuff. So if there's a change to that, if we're doing different waves, different instances, I really do look forward to covering that, because those are always, the Mayhem events are always a ton of fun if there's like a little bit of stuff that's been switched up. Recently, I didn't really do Halloween Mayhem. A lot of people asked me about it. I didn't do it because my skills are a little bit too high, and since it's the same thing as last Halloween, it's not worth getting into. I need to put a ton of money into my gun and my gear and just really rank up to be able to compete at my level. So basically I hit I think it's like 35 or whatever it is. I hit the skill cap for, I think it's like level 2, level 3 in the Mayhem, category 2, category 3, whatever category I was at before. And because I hit that category cap, what that means is now if I wanted to go in, I'm competing with a whole nother level of players, and an LR30 is just not even going to get you anywhere close to the top. Like, you wouldn't even see my name on the list. So that's like, why even bother, right? My hope, though, is that maybe some things are going to be switched around with Christmas, so I can still just jump in there, play the category, even though I know I'm not competing for anything, and have some fun with it. When it's just the same old, I'd rather be out here doing Aatrox, because the loot I've been getting off Aatrox actually isn't too bad. I've noticed that their loot, especially like right now when I'm online, like right before updates and around this time, they tend to global just a little bit more than usual. So if I'm up around now, I tend to jump on and shoot through a few PEDs and see what happens. But yeah, I figured I'd make this video, let you guys know Arcadia Underground Deeds are now going to be sellable, so you guys can all rejoice. You can get rid of those and take those PEDs and hopefully invest them back into your character. I think that's what a lot of people are doing, actually. They're saying, hey, that money, because this is one of the things in 2017, certain people, not myself, were saying, like, any money you're going to deposit into Entropia Universe, put it in now, buy Arkadia Moon Deeds, and then in 6 months, 7 months, whenever you can sell these things, sell them for a profit, and then use that money to upgrade your avatar. So there's a lot of people that have their, ghost armor, their next gun, their unal gun, their whatever in Arkadia Moon Deeds, and it's been sitting there for 3 years, and they're just waiting to get at that cash so that they can actually go ahead and upgrade. And that's one of the reasons you never want to do something like that. If something's speculative, and MindArc says we're not going to allow you to sell this until we've sold ours, like they're gonna stick to that. That was one of the things a lot of people didn't think they'd do. I didn't even think they'd do it, but they did. They said, "Hey, we're not letting you get yours until we get ours," and it took them 3 years. So hopefully this is gonna be the end to that whole saga, and we'll never see it happen again, and it'll be good. Yeah, I'm gonna kill this one and then the provider, and then I'm gonna call it because we're getting pretty deep into this video, and I've got to get going, and it looks like the server is gonna be shutting down. So yeah, this video might come out soon. I'm not sure. It depends. If this server shuts down and when it comes back up, Arcadia Moon Deeds are sellable, I'll put this out and you guys can all rejoice. And if they're not sellable or there's some other cool update that I want to cover, I'll probably make that video and then this video come out sort of out of order after that. That's just how I do it, right? Like, you know, makes sense. But yeah, hopefully we're going to see some cool stuff in the future, and this means there's good things ahead, especially for Arcadia Moon, because it means that I think that means Arcadia got like $1 million for Arcadia Moon. So I expect to see some really cool stuff coming out there because all that money is supposed to go into development. And with $1 million, you can do some pretty sick development, especially when the engine, the code, and all that's already there. All you've got to do is the graphics and the story. Like that should be, well, a little bit more than that, but like we should see some really cool stuff in the future. So I look forward to that. Anyways, we're going to get this kill and then call it here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you liked the video. I'm not sure if this was like too one track, too focused. If it was, let me know, and next video I'll try to do better. Anyways, let's total this up, see where we're at, and call it. So I said like this time I tend to do better. So let's use this portable TT unit. Let's go to sale. I think it was Bayrock that recommended I get this. So shout out to Bayrock for that. Made it so much easier to do these things. So you can see we've got 48 PDs here already. With this, we've got another 8.96 PDs. I forgot to put my amp on, even though I, put money into it. So there's some eco that was lost there. But what that means is, honestly, I probably broke even, if not made a little bit on this run. So overall, very good hunting run. And yeah, it's time to see what happens with Arkadia Moon Deeds. I'm sure I'm going to be talking about this again in like another couple weeks because it's going to be very interesting to see where things land. My prediction is probably going to be 25 to 30 PEDs a deed, but hopefully it's going to be higher than that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.